The preceding program was brought to you in part by FTD. FTD.com for all of your gift giving needs. Welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. My guest this evening is Jennifer Donahue from the Economic Development Committee and the Commission in the town of Old Saybrook. Welcome, Jennifer. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you, Pete?
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for coming down. It's been a while.
Yep. I think since Christmas-ish.
Yeah, because you were here to talk about Starlight, the Starlight Festival.
Yep.
So I guess tonight we're going to talk about Celebrate Old Saybrook.
Yes.
So what
do you want to know?
What do you want to tell us?
So this is our third annual event.
Okay.
And we are going to have it Sunday, June 22nd this year.
All right.
1:30 to 6.
Okay.
We're taking over Main Street between Sheffield Street and Elm Street.
All right.
And it'll be closed, to be just a pedestrian zone, no cars. And we're going to have live music.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 3 musical acts coming.
Right.
Sugar is a dance party band, and they're going to be on our main stage.
Okay.
I haven't heard them perform, but a few people I know have, and they're supposed to be outstanding, great fun, good dancing, so I hope everyone will come out and hear them.
Okay.
And then on our north stage, which is down at 75 Main Street, in the former Thimble Island area.
Right.
We are having Jamie's Junk Show start out the fun, and then we're going to have an acoustic act, Jeremy Haddad, after that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Webster Bank is sponsoring our main stage, and our own local GSB branch is sponsoring the north stage, so we're excited about that.
Okay. And as far as other sponsors, who do we have?
So our main event sponsor, who we're very grateful for, this is their 3rd year doing that for us, is FTD.
Okay.
And they're going to actually provide their mascot this year. And for those of you unfamiliar with the FTD mascot, he is a Greek god with winged feet, and he will be passing out 1,000 roses throughout the day. So, spreading good cheer.
Really?
Yes. So
Okay.
it'll be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A new feature
Yes.
of our event.
Yes. And how did the idea of the event come about?
So I think it's sort of an idea that had percolated for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They had always hoped to sort of have a music festival, and then after all COVID had ended, and we were really thinking, we need a big celebration in town. We thought maybe it's the right time. And so 3 years ago, we put it together really in about 3 months. That was a crazy year.
Wow.
So everybody loved it. It was a great time. And so here we go, now in our 3rd year.
All right. And I understand, I know last time we were together, we mentioned it briefly. We have a new website as well.
Yes, yep. It's called Say Old Saybrook.
Okay.
And hopefully you and some of your viewers have seen our social media posts or some of our other digital advertising. We try and make all of that go to our website. This is our tagline, whatever might be happening. say Fun in the Sun, say Old Saybrook,
Exactly.
say mini golf, say Old Saybrook. We want people to think about Old Saybrook when they think about doing something. And that website is available for all of our businesses and our community organizations to use. We have a community calendar there. And so anybody from town or outside of town can go to that community calendar and find out a lot about what's going on from day to day during the week. We have usually over 160 events up there at any given time to choose
Really?
from. Yes. So there's lots of things going on. We hope people will use it. We were excited to be able to provide this. It's a big project of the Economic Development Commission. They had applied for some of the American Rescue Plan Act funding through the town.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's funding this particular project. We want to provide resources for our businesses to have people think about Old Saybrook year-round, not just in the summer, and also to give them tools to use that are free so that when there are economic challenges like we had during the pandemic, they have ways to get the word out about themselves.
Right.
And so I think it's been very successful. And in fact, last month we launched a new feature on the website, our restaurant directory.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned that to me
Yeah.
in corresponding. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so there's more than 60 eateries up there for Old Saybrook. Believe it or not, we have that many. And it could be breakfast, lunch, dinner, prepared food, coffee,
Right.
you name it, it's up there. And you can search by type of cuisine you're looking for. You can search by what meal you're looking for the day. You can search by outdoor seating if you'd
Okay.
rather be outside. And each listing for every restaurant connects directly to their website, so you
Oh,
can
cool.
see their menu, you can get directions. So it's really user-friendly, and we hope it will help people to see the variety that we have, because we really do have a pretty diverse culinary scene here in Old Saybrook.
Wow, that's pretty neat. And
Yeah.
The restaurant directory, that's something new, right?
Yep, just came out last month, and we're working on another directory for things to do in town and in the surrounding area. And then the last piece that will go up is a shopping and services directory.
Cool.
Yeah, so it'll be kind of a one-stop place where you can find out a big amount of information on Old Saybrook and all we have to offer.
And I'm sure during the summer, the town of Old Saybrook is very busy.
Yes, yeah, it's already starting to pick up, especially if you come on the weekend. You probably noticed.
Oh, yeah. Now, as far as the Economic Development Commission, what else is going on?
So we're working on a little Main Street project right now,
Okay.
where, I don't know if you recall, but several years back we had a piano on Main Street. And, yep,
You had a piano on
yes.
where?
It was out in front of Fred Astaire Dance Studio.
Okay, yeah.
And,
Right next to Waltz.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
correct. And anybody could play it. If you were walking down the street and the mood struck you and you had any musical talent, you could just sit down and play a little tune. And
Really?
yeah, after a time, you know, sort of being in and out in the elements, it did the piano in. But we recently got a donation of a new piano.
Cool.
And we have a local artist who's going to be painting it and making it fun and festive. And Fred Astaire has again agreed to be the host of it, which is wonderful, and we're excited about that. And so we hope to debut it later this summer and have a little opening reception and put it out there again to add a little fun, whimsy, vibrancy downtown.
And it's going to be outside again.
Yeah, we're trying to paint it in a way that will be very weather resistant,
Yes.
and we also have a nice cover, and Fred Astaire's, you know, going to take it in and out if it's
okay.
going to be really crummy or anything. So we're grateful to them for that. But we're excited about that.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's neat.
yeah. Oh,
What?
by the way, actually,
Yes.
if we are looking for a bench or a stool to go with it, So if any of your viewers have
Yeah.
an extra piano bench or stool hanging around and they want to donate it,
Okay.
get in touch with me.
Okay.
We'll take it. So it didn't come with one, and
It didn't.
I don't think people are going to want to stand.
No, or they're not going to, because if you sit on the floor, it's going to be like do 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 do. It's like
Yeah.
you can't sit on
on
sit
the sidewalk.
You can't sit on the sidewalk and play the piano at the same time.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
So I'll put that plea out there for
Okay.
anyone who might have something in mind that could work.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I also understand going in the part of Celebrate Old Saybrook, I understand Main Street parking closes June 22nd at 11 a.m.
Yes. So we closed down the street
Okay.
in order to give the vendors time to set up.
Right.
But not to fear. If you love to go to Mercina's or Paper Bag Cafe for breakfast, or you need to grab something at the hardware store, or you're going to Mass at St. John's Church,
Right.
we're encouraging everybody to park in the parking behind St. John's Church.
Okay.
Or you can park at the town hall parking. And that way, you don't have to rush.
Right.
You can still enjoy your breakfast and patronize our Main Street restaurants on Sunday like you normally would. So we want to just let people know that there is an alternative. Or if you're eating before 11,
Right.
you have no problems.
Right.
But we need to clear out the street before then so that
Yeah,
we can make
because-
room for everybody to set up.
Once the street gets shut down, everybody's going to be crazy setting up, and then
Yeah.
you have a certain amount of time to set up. And
Yep. But yeah, we do want people to know that there are options so that you can still enjoy your normal Sunday morning rituals and all that. So
And from what I understand, we also have some photos. So you want to take a look at those and
Sure.
describe what's going on?
sure.
Obviously, the first photo is the poster.
Yep.
Second photo is,
This is our main stage. Yep. And that was one of our bands that actually performed the first 2 years, Soul Sound Review, and they were wonderful.
Oh, are they?
And we are just switching it up this year. And here's a little of what you can expect
Yeah.
from the crowds and the vendors. You can see all the tents set up
Oh,
and
yeah.
lots of activity. And this is one of our great family
Who's that?
entertainments. This is Jason Tardy.
Okay.
He's an amazing juggler. And he'll be doing 2 shows right in front of Saybrook Hardware.
All right.
And this is our new Mister. We debuted it last year.
I remember this.
Yeah, it's a great Park and Rec new toy.
Okay.
And this year we have even more water jets. So, or I guess they're not jets, misters, to
Okay.
keep you cool. Here's some of the food you can expect. Of course, the classic lobster roll. There's another shot of Jason doing his thing. He really is a great act. Here's some street tacos, another thing that you could expect. Delicious. We have lots of food to choose from.
Yeah. All right. Would you mind sticking around for another segment?
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Scammers steal the identity of a Connecticut business to target people across the country in a fake invoice scam. Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker received hundreds of reports about an email that appears to come from PayPal and states there's an unpaid invoice from Palomino Bazaar LLC for around $1,000. It instructs the recipient to call the number if they don't recognize the charge, and also includes links to view or pay the bill. The owner of Palomino Bazaar in New Canaan says the vintage furniture resale business was inactive. She believes the password to the email address associated with the company was exposed in a data breach, and says that it was a password shared with the business's PayPal account, an account she has since closed. Invoice and money request scams are one of the most common frauds associated with PayPal, according to the company's website. If you've encountered this scam, report it to BBB Scam Tracker, even if you haven't lost money, to warn others. BBB recommends business owners do regular searches of their business to inspect their online presence. Use reverse image search if you believe someone has taken pictures from your website. And report scams to bbb.org/scamtracker.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti, sitting here with Jennifer Donahue, who is with Economic Development for the town of Old Saybrook. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we talked about Celebrate Old Saybrook. We talked about food. What do you want to open up this segment talking about? What's going on in town?
We have a couple things going on in town.
Sure.
We've been working on revitalizing Saybrook Point a little
Okay.
bit. I'm sure you noticed there are a few things that could use a little sprucing up down there if you've been down there. And a year or so ago, we got a grant to finish the whole sidewalk down there and extend it all the way to the end of the point and put like a scenic overlook and a
Cool.
path leading to some of the historical sites. And so we've been working on getting permitting for shoring up the seawall down there.
Okay.
And we should have all that permitting in place by the beginning of July. So
Really?
yes, we're hoping to put that project out to bid and get that seawall all shored up.
Okay.
And then we can start doing the finishing touches on the walkway. And that'll create a nearly 1 mile river walk
Okay.
all the way from the end of the park there into the causeway.
Neat.
Yeah, so that'll be a great feature and we're looking forward to that.
Okay.
We are also taking another look at our Mariners Way area,
That's right.
Boston Post Road East. We did a big study, which we finished last year, and we now have a new ad hoc committee at the town hall working on the redevelopment of that area. So they're putting together a lot of concepts and starting to think about, how we can work with the existing businesses there and then also attract new development there. So we're looking forward to seeing that move along.
Okay.
And we got a new grant recently. We were one of the lucky STEEP grant recipients. And we're going to be completely renovating the Ferry Road soccer field, regrading the whole thing, adding extra parking. We'll have shade structures,
Okay.
a compostable bathroom, bike racks, a bottle filling station, bleachers,
Really?
new storage shed, a scoreboard, electronic scoreboard. So it's really going to be a place that people are want to come for competition. So we're excited about that.
All right. So now, where is the Ferry Road soccer field going to be located?
It is
Ferry Road.
Yes, exactly.
But-
Yeah, and it's existing right now.
Oh, is it?
Yes, but it's, I think it's after, a number of years, the fill has settled.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And so it really is having some drainage issues, and we're going to correct all those and make it work again and make it even better than it is right now.
Cool.
So it's our only U12 level field.
Right.
So, and it's also now being used for lacrosse. So it's really well used, and we're excited to be able to improve it. So.
All right. So normally, when someone else from the town of Old Saybrook is usually with me,
Yep.
we usually talk about what's going on with Mariners Way.
Okay. Yeah, not much more than
Not much more?
than I just
Okay.
said with our redevelopment committee.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we are definitely working with the businesses that are existing and looking at ways that we can find out more information about the topography there so that we can help people know what's possible to work
Right.
on. It's a long-term project, but we feel like with the data that we got from the study we did recently, that we really have a good foundation to move forward with improvements.
Cool.
So, and actually, you might have heard that the area remember where Somme Siam was?
Yes.
Okay, so they're coming back and they're gonna have an Italian restaurant there, and
I saw this somewhere.
Yes.
I don't remember where. But
they're resurrecting the mini golf there, so we'll have a second area in town where you can do mini golf. And
there's mini golf back there?
there used to be
I
years
didn't know
ago.
that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I
Yep.
didn't-
So they're gonna resurrect that and have that again. So that's an exciting new development on there in Mariners Way. So, but our event is we're really excited to have it for the third year. I've been watching the weather closely. It
Yes.
looks like it's going to be a beautiful day again.
Oh, good.
We have been blessed,
Yes.
and it looks like we're going to be lucky again. We have shuttle service from all
That's
of our
right.
parking areas. And if you want to find out where those are, you can go to our website at sayoldsaybrook.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you click under events, there's a whole page just for Celebrate Saybrook.
Yep.
It'll tell you every vendor that's going to be coming. It will tell you the activities we have. We have handicap parking in the Main Street Connection parking lot, which is right across from the Kate,
Okay.
so that people of all abilities can come and enjoy the day. And like I said, we do have shuttle service from all the advertised parking areas, which include Old Seabrook Middle School, Goodwin School, the Old Saybrook Shopping Plaza, and also the North Main Street commuter lot.
Cool.
So those are all available. We've got 4 craft breweries coming,
Okay.
all from the area. We've got Mercine Ale, our own local Old Saybrook brewery.
Mm-hmm.
We got Fox Farm over in Salem, Coastline in Westbrook, Rule of 3 from East Hampton, and this year, for the first time, we're having Fifth State Distillery. They're out of Bridgeport.
I saw this.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of fancy vodkas and gins and whiskeys and such
Cool.
for people who like that instead. And over 35 food options. So
Over 35, huh?
yes.
So
no
come
one-
hungry.
Yes, correct. Do not eat before you come. You won't leave hungry, I guarantee
Okay.
it. But I mean, I know that also a lot of families really just love this event because it's, even though we have thousands of people and so much going on,
Yes.
we still, I think, maintain that small town feel. And a lot of the families, I think, are really comfortable, they've told me, having their older kids be independent, and we have lots of activities for them. We have the inflatable obstacle course from the Army National Guard, the juggler I mentioned. We're going to have a stilt walker walking around. We have the balloon animal guy making creations.
Oh, cool.
And all of this is free.
Right.
So you don't have to break the bank to bring your family.
No.
We have disc golf, cornhole, giant Jenga, tic-tac-toe, and Connect 4.
Cool.
So there's a lot going on for anybody, whether you just want to listen to music, whether you want to try out some of our local brews, have a bite to eat,
Right.
shop. Lots of shopping too.
Yeah?
Yep. We have hundreds of vendors, and then we have our wonderful Main Street businesses.
Right.
Many of them are going to have their doors open. They're going to have special sales. So, come and get your Christmas shopping done early.
Right.
Yes. Do a little retail therapy.
It's never too early to start thinking about the holidays.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, it might be, but that's...
I'm trying not to think about it right
No,
now.
me
I got to
either.
get through
Nope.
this first.
Nope, me either. And I also wanted to maybe take a look at the photos one
Sure.
more time and see, maybe do a little...
While we're waiting, if you want to show people that this is
Oh, yeah.
our Say Old Saybrook symbol. It's a little small here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like our little speech bubble. And if you see any of these cards around town, it has a little QR code. You can
Neat.
go straight to our site. Got the Saybrook light fixtured here.
Cool.
But yeah,
And I think those photos are ready, so we're gonna... There's the flyer with all the pertinent details.
yep.
So what's this photo?
This is the main stage again. Yep, this year's Sugar is going to be on there. Don't miss them.
Okay.
There you can see the whole street.
That's
Yep,
up Main Street or
Yep.
down Main Street.
yep. There you go, with our balloon arch done by Dabby's Event Services, another local company.
Oh, yeah?
If you haven't seen some of his things, he does all those balloon sculptures around town. If you've seen them when different businesses are opening, he does a great job
Oh,
at
does he?
making everything festive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yep. There's Jason Tardy, our juggler. He comes all the way from Maine. He drives down that morning
Oh, God.
to perform. Yep.
And then he probably drives back that night.
Yep, he does a wonderful job though.
Goodness.
He's great.
Yeah.
our mister to
At the
keep you
misting
cool on a
area.
hot day. We don't want anyone to stay away because they think it's going to be too hot. We're actually going to have a water bottle filling station this year too.
Really? Mm-hmm. Cool.
So if you want to bring your water bottle, that's another way you can keep cool.
Food.
Yep, lobster
I'm
roll,
gonna say lobster roll.
classic of the shoreline season.
Of course.
Yep, can't be without that.
Oh no.
Jason again doing his tricks. He'll be in front of the hardware store. There's one of our street taco vendors.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more minutes left, so let's do a rundown of the Celebrate Old Saybrook again, websites,
Okay.
your contact information if people want to get in touch with you.
Sunday, June 22nd.
Yep.
1:30 to 6 is the event.
Okay.
We will close Main Street starting at 11, so if you need to be on Main Street during that time, use alternative parking, please,
Okay.
or come before then.
Right.
You can find out all the details on everything that is going on for Celebrate Saybrook at our website, sayoldsaybrook.com.
Okay.
And if you click on the events tab, you will see the link to the Celebrate Saybrook page.
Okay. One thing we have to mention again is sponsors.
Yes, we are very lucky to have FTD as our main sponsor,
Okay.
and GSB and Webster Bank sponsoring our stages.
Yeah.
The Kate is powering all of our stages. They do all the production for them. They are a wonderful partner in this event.
Oh, wow.
We're so lucky to have them. Then Greater Old Saybrook Chamber, of
Right.
course, is one of the hosts with the town. And then Xfinity is providing our vendor Wi-Fi this year. So
Cool.
we're very thankful to all of them for their support.
Well, Jennifer Donahue from the Economic Development Committee for the Town of Old Saybrook, I want to thank you for coming down.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
I
Hopefully
hope
we'll see you soon.
And I hope we'll see all your viewers at our event.
You got it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Pete.
On behalf of Jennifer Donahue, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks, good night. We'll see you next week. The preceding program was brought to you in part by FTD. FTD.com for all of your gift-giving needs.